Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Jive Tarot and your November Freestyle. So let's jump right into the tarot card reading. I don't need to give you the whole spiel. Let's just see what's happening for you. These are direct messages from Spirit. Don't have a predefined cookie cutout inquisition. Let's see. I have the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Wands. So there seems to be some sort of cold communication. Defenses are up. What am I protecting myself from? Somebody is protecting themselves here in this situation by blocked communication or refusing to talk about or do things that they used to do or go where they used to go. Let's see. Some sort of story. Four of Swords in reverse. The Fool in reverse. Judgment in reverse. And, the Page of Swords. So, and this is in a wake of a new, let's say, thought process. An aha moment. It is, an epiphany. I've had an epiphany. I am not ready to start something new, but I'm being pushed by this thought to begin. Although the action is kind of thwarted or pulled back or, I'm not real sure about it. I don't have the proper path laid out. So this is a really, really new beginning. It's like I'm still flailing. But yet chomping at the bit to get ahead or get out or find a doorway. Where's the doorway? Speaking of, where the hell is the doorway? So, but as far as it seems like mentally I am ready and prepared. However, things have not started going in a direction. And in fact, the only action that I can take right now is changing people, places, and things. Cutting off communication and building walls between those that I used to communicate with. And, well, that's about all I have on that, right? But you will notice as you change people, places, and things in your life will begin to change. Now, let's look a little bit deeper into that situation for you there, Sagittarius. Strength. Well. This card of Leo, I'm finding it's like coming in between. So, and the Ten of Wands, very heavy energy, very, very heavy energy. And the King of Swords, truth, though. Truth-seeking, analytical thinking. Ten of Wands, though, it's like this was a burden for you. Or that you had come to realize that this situation or these people were holding you back or doing more harm than good in one way, shape, or form. Or somebody whispered in your ear. Maybe you woke up from a dream. Let's see what's actually doing it. What's the catalyst here? The Nine of Swords, a lot of worry, temperance, and emotional imbalance, the Ten of Wands. Okay, and then what are you? Strength, and the Five of Swords. So the Strength card is out again. So it could be a Leo that you are dealing with. And the Five of Swords, it's defeat at all cost. I will rip you to shreds, right? From whichever way that I can. And let's see, temperance and emotional imbalance is causing it. Worry leading to an emotional imbalance, like obsessive thinking. This is what I'm feeling, obsessive thinking. So there is a worry wart or there's a control freak in your general area that has probably laid it upon you and created this wedge, this thing that this is the only way to get this weight off your back. This is the only way. This is the only way. Chop their heads off now. The devil made me do it, you know, kind of feel. This is but they're not too far off from the truth, which is all weapons formed against me shall not prosper. So whereas, oh, I do have another analogy. Okay, so we all know that I've just rebuilt this car, or just got this car rebuilt, and we're working out the bugs because, you know, it was stationary when I bought it, and I just wanted something hard to do, right? Something difficult, something new. So, but as the bugs are working out, I'm realizing the shocks, the struts, you know, or something similar to that also need to be taken care of. Well, I knew I was supposed to jack up the car. Like, I didn't know what I was talking about, but I knew what I was doing. So, ends and the means, something that wants to come to mind about the ends versus the means. The ends justify the means, right? So despite how you got upon this trek, this travel, whether it was through an unrealistic idea or an untrue idea, the act and the journey and the ends remain the same, like they're justified, right? Let's see, I have the 8 of Cups in reverse because there will be a going back, in the 7 of Cups through whatever means. It's like all drains lead to the ocean, all roads lead to Rome. So despite whichever way back, you see with the 7 of Cups, there are multiple choices that lead you back home or back to the situation you are now separating yourself from. So, but it does seem like it's divinely guided to go ahead and have this calling. I would say, again, that's the word that I'm... All right, so the 7 of Wands overtaken somehow. 4 of Pentacles. So I see greed, gluttony. I see the new job or opportunity, new apartment, new... And the Wheel of Fortune. Inability to let go, holding what little you have, and being overtaken or obsessed by that. Well, this is the only thing on my mind right now, and that will work. That'll work. So whichever way you are going, I do feel like it is the correct way, although hindsight might be that you look back and you realize that it all could have been prevented. But then you wouldn't be as intelligent. You wouldn't be as capable. You wouldn't have the real world knowledge that you will possess after you go through whatever Candyland maze this is for you. The Empress in reverse is a time of scarcity, loss, incompassionate behavior. With the 4 of Swords, it's a resting time too. Very, very selfish and self-centered. I see the 6 of Pentacles also. It's not balanced. It's not even. It's keeping things to yourself. Again, like the 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles in reverse is an unfairness, an inability to share or to spread the wealth, so to say. But that's just where this situation is setting right now. All right. 5 of Pentacles, and that was what caused the alienation in the first place. Something surrounding or having to do with money. Now we're going to look a little bit further into the Strength card because Leo has come up twice, and with this defeat at all costs. Like I said, you could have a Leo in your general area that could be misleading you, and not too far off par either, because as a fixed fire and you being a mutable fire, that this is kind of birds of a feather kind of flock together kind of feel. So I see the King of Cups and the High Priestess. Something about a Scorpio. Someone is watching you from a distance and they don't really have a good idea of what is going on with you. It could be this Leo that I keep kind of bringing up. watching you from a distance, right? Like a father figure, but they don't really have a really good insight. Like there could be a blocked long ago blocked communication, or y'all haven't spoken in a very, very long time. Because I see that there's not a real good grasp or understanding, or there could be massive secrets being kept or hidden from you, lies that they told in the past, or situations to that nature. The High Priestess is of, in reverse, is of withholding information also. More. King of Wands, arrogant, ballsy. I'm getting the feeling that this Leo is a feller, right? So, kind of arrogant, infidel, or what's the word? Self-centered, right? They don't, and irresponsible, and for the most part, incapable of moving on from the situation. All right, so what part does that have to play with you? I see the Queen of Swords in reverse. Very negative thinking, very, very negative, angry. I get some sort of aggressiveness, but you haven't talked to this person in a while. The Page of Cups here, apologizing for the weight and the heaviness. Or apathetic, empathetic towards the situation and the part that you play. There's a King of Swords. Okay. For the most part, I see the Ten of Wands. What's making the uncomfortable or the extra weight is all this repressed anger, or things unrealistically adding, or holding on to grudges, or making mountains out of molehills when it comes down to my opinions and my thoughts and my feelings and my thinking patterns of other people. I do see the Ten of Cups, however, which is quite interesting. Knight of Pentacles. There is an offer. No. It's an idea that it's nobody's waiting there. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody is. Why? Like, how difficult is this journey? The Hermit, you have to go within and find the answers. Because nobody's going to be waiting around and trying to see things from your perspective and offering any advice that is substantial to your situation. They say people can only meet you at the level that they've met themselves, or that they always find a way to put their opinions in from their way of, or their perspective of looking at it. But nobody really can give you advice until they put themselves in your shoes, which for the most part, I find that you will be able to find that Ten of Cups as soon as you are able to relinquish some sort of negative thinking, which is keeping you uncomfortable or dependent or on others. But you will be able to find happiness as long as you realize that it's pretty much you and only you in this situation. Nobody can make you do anything. Nobody can help you through things. But you will learn how to take a little more time and effort and energy before making a decision. Those who are slow to action, those who have thought out, well, what could be making me feel this way, in a more investigative kind of way to get to know thyself, to get to know yourself, understand what your triggers are, what challenges you face. And then you'd get a better idea of how to answer or handle a situation when it arises. Doggone it. Power of persuasion. This is what I will call this, the power of persuasion, because it seems like through no real, not fault of your own, but an idea or a seed was planted with this Four of Swords looking like a tree and a whole bunch of little babies growing off of it. And an inability to get past that as your own thought. A seed was planted a while ago, and it continued to grow, and now, you know, until basically you kind of thought it was your own idea, but it's leading you down a road that it will be helpful and beneficial if you can ascend to the lessons that the person that planted the idea was never able to ascend past or move past. And that would be this negative opinions and this uncomfortable in my skin and not feeling that anybody understands me, or that I can't let anybody in, or that something similar to that. For everybody, it's going to be different. It's a collective reading, for God's sake. I do see the Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. There will be a breakdown or a separation in where you will either be able to completely unbind yourself from this idea or this way of thinking. And we all have it, right? Planted in our beta waves, parental figures, things like that, that have kind of instilled on us something that they knew, but was kind of specific to them, and sometimes has nothing to do with our soul path or our journey that we have to partake in. So do keep in mind as you're moving through this, everybody has to, you understand? So let's pull 3 cards for a general summary. Summary, advice, and what to look out for. Hidden dangers, hidden secrets there are, and having to go back. And think about the crossroads without getting all emotional or... Let's see. What do I have? King of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Moon. Something about old repressed emotions coming to the surface, or pay attention to your dreams during this month of November, because they will tell you a lot about the secret recess or the subconscious mind that could be controlling or convincing. Okay, and the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. It is time to break out and come out of hiding. Start expressing your thoughts more animately and sharing thoughts and ideas. Get different perspectives on this. Basically, don't be afraid to tell people your dreams and ambitions and drives and reasons for doing things. All right, Sagittarius, do like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the read. Hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And until next time, Sagittarius, thanks for stopping by Jive Tarot.